Hey guys, welcome back to another quick form video. In today's video, we're talking about, wow, T-Mobile hacker gets 10 years for $25 million phone unlocking scheme, or unlock scheme, should I say. So guys, of course, we're just going to do a quick kind of summary of this, read a little bit of it, and give you my opinion of this. But this is crazy. I was going to say 10, it's actually $25 million and 10 years. So wow, this is pretty big. I mean, you know, T-Mobile is a big juggernaut. Of course, it's the third biggest cell phone carrier here in the United States, right behind, of course, AT&T and Verizon. So this is pretty big news. So let's get into it and see how this guy got away with it for so long, and of course how he finally probably got caught and what he got charged with, which of course is 10 years and $25 million fine. So this is, I'm really gonna butcher this name, but Argishti Kudaverdin. I'm so sorry for you. Like I said, if I butcher that, I'm horrible with names. But yeah, so let's just call him Mr. X. So of course, RG. Let's just call him RG for short. So Mr. RG, the former owner of a T-Mobile retail store, wow, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for a $25 million scheme where he unlocked and unblocked cell phones. So actually, he didn't get fined $25 million. Sorry, he got 10 years in prison for a $25 million phone unlock scheme. So wow. So well, at least he got 10 years, I guess, which is still a long time. I mean, Jesus. So he was sentenced 10 years in prison for a $25 million scheme where he unlocked and unblocked cell phones by hacking into T-Mobile's internal system. So there you go. You messed up. First strike right there, my guy. You messed up by hacking T-Mobile. Of course, hacking is a big no-no here in the United States and in the whole world, really. Of course, hacking can lead to leaks of company personal information, especially if you're hacking a big company like T-Mobile. They have big wig lawyers, guys. They're going to take you out. Of course, they have, it's a cell phone company. I mean, how are you going to hack these people? But like I said, of course, every carrier, guys, has an unlocking policy. Most of them either require you paying off the phone. If you're doing postpaid account, some of them, after 4 months of use, yeah, if you're making your phone payments, the phone will get unlocked by itself. Verizon does that. US Cellular does that, and I believe some other carriers. If not, by paying the full retail. Let's say if you owe, you owe $500 on a phone. If you pay it off, you can get it unlocked just because you paid off the phone. You don't know anything to the company anymore. You know, you're usually making payments on it. But once you buy it outright or you pay the remainder RIC, the phone will get unlocked. So of course, this guy right here, guys, was going, you know, he was going through the system and hacking it, and of course voiding the policy that T-Mobile has for their unlocking policy. So it says between August 2014 and June 2019, the 44-year-old man behind the scheme, who was also ordered to pay $28 million, 28.4, excuse me, almost 24, almost $28.5 million in restitution, cleaned hundreds of thousands of cell phones for his customers, quote unquote, because he was making a business off of this. So if you're making a business off of another company, guys, and using their technology, yeah, that doesn't sound so good. All right, so RG over here, contract as the owner of a top tier solutions T-Mobile retail store in California. So this was done in California. Of course, he had a contract with T-Mobile to basically use their name. So in California, it was terminated by the wireless carrier in June of 2017 due to his suspicious computer behaviors in association with unauthorized unlocking of cell phones. So back in 2017, T-Mobile basically terminated his contract because they found some fishy stuff going on with, you know, how he was using his computer, and of course he was doing unlocking people's phones via the incorrect way, or unauthorized way, should I say. So he was not following policy or protocol. He was just unlocking phones. And of course, that's a big no-no, especially if the company, like I said, has a policy like this to combat theft or fraud. That's why most companies do that. Whoa. So of course, from August 2014 to June 2019, this guy, God, was it? RG, I keep forgetting this guy's name. RG fraudulently unlocked and unblocked cell phones on T-Mobile's network, as well as networks of T-Mobile, AT&T, and other carriers. Whoa. So not only was this guy digging into T-Mobile's pockets or system, he was also doing it for Sprint, AT&T, and other carriers, where he would unlock them. Because like I said, unlocking a phone is pretty hard unless you know what you're doing, guys. Most of the time now in today's market or world, really, either you would have to pay off the rig like I was telling you, or you have to contact the carrier to do it the legit way. Now, of course, there are people like this guy that, like RG over here, that does know how to go above the system or play the system and get it done. So the Department of Justice said in a press release, removing the unlocked allowed the phones to be sold on the black market and enabled T-Mobile customers to stop using T-Mobile services, and therefore basically T-Mobile was losing money on revenue. I don't know if you guys know, but cell phone carriers, guys, do not make money off cell phone sales. Not that much, at least. Their main source of income for a carrier is the service. So that's why they're offering free phones or heavily discounted phones. You might save $600 or $700 off a phone, because they're going to have you stay with them for 3 years, and in those 3 years they're going to be charging you quite a bit for the service. But that's how they recoup their loss in the cell phone price. So, sorry, I had a cough. So, of course, it was T-Mobile's losing revenue from generating from these cell phone being locked in them, making money off the service, and of course on the equipment installment. So usually what happens is, T-Mobile kind of gives you a loan, or they'll be like, hey, you can get this phone, we're going to put it on installments, you'll pay us back, no interest, within 3 years. The phone will be paid off, it'll be yours, and it'll be unlocked. Well, of course, if you get a phone a month in, and let's say you get an iPhone 14 Pro and it's $1,000, and you only had 1 month, you can go through this guy, he unlocks the phone for you, then of course you just basically stole money from T-Mobile, and now you get to sell it on the black market or the secondhand market. So then you can just go ahead and post it on Facebook or Craigslist or eBay or whatever, and be like, hey, I got this unlocked phone, and boom, sell it to someone else, and now they have a working phone. So that's pretty cool. Well, it was pretty cool for him until he got caught. Of course, it was cool for his customers as well, but bad for business. All right, sorry, got a call. But it says, with co-defendant Allen, his former business partner and the co-owner of the mobile store, of course, this guy was gaining access to T-Mobile's internal computer system using credentials stolen in phishing attacks from more than 50 different T-Mobile employees. Whoa, so this guy really was doing some hacks over here. So even though T-Mobile ended the contract with him, he was still doing some phishing attacks on, of course, T-Mobile employees, legit employees, and we're probably getting their passwords and stuff. So it says the stolen credentials were used to access T-Mobile's internal computer systems, and in many cases for password resets, which locked the account owner out of the system. Wow. Working with others in overseas call centers. Ooh, so this guy really was messing up. Of course, this guy was receiving T-Mobile employee credentials, which he then used to access T-Mobile systems to target high-level employees by harvesting those employees' personal identifying information and calling the T-Mobile IT help desk to reset the employee's computer password. Ooh, this guy really hacking. No wonder he got hit so hard. So he didn't just unlock people's phones. He was actually straight up hacking and doing phishing emails. Giving him unauthorized access to T-Mobile's system, which allowed him to unlock and unblock cell phones. Ooh. So, of course, through the scheme, they advertised direct premium unlocking services for all phone carriers to potential customers through various means, including emails and dedicated websites like unlocks247.com, swiftunlocked.com, unlockitall.com, tryunlock.com, and unlockedlocked.com. So most popular services was iCloud Unlock, iPhone Unlock, and Samsung Unblock. Ooh. So of course, the main ones were AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint. And then of course Samsung was for all USA carriers. So wow. It says, using the stolen credentials and the IMEI numbers sent by customers through the website they controlled, the two men unlocked hundreds of thousands of Android and iOS devices using T-Mobile's dedicated mobile device unlock, MDU, and M-Care unlock tools. Ooh. So of course, these tools are authorized for T-Mobile employees. Of course, they didn't have access to it. But of course, with these stolen credentials, they did. It says M-Care didn't require authentication as it was based on IP address blocks assigned to T-Mobile locations. Ooh. So it says on at least one occasion on March 29, 2017, the defendant used his own T-Mobile credential to log into a T-Mobile Wi-Fi access point from Texas and access the unlockitall.com, a website directly linking himself to the illegal cell phone unlock scheme. So bad guy. He messed up. It just takes one mess up, and that's where they're able to kind of pinpoint and see that it was him. So whether the iPhone is clean, financed, blocked, or leased, we can perform convenient factory-grade unlocks on all iPhone and iPad devices that have been iCloud logged without voiding your phone's warranty. Ooh. So that's what he was telling his potential customers via emails and was advertising it. It says, we've been unlocking cell phones for years, and our specialty is in providing competitive iCloud unlocking services. Ooh, what a scumbag. Unlike other companies that use hacking unlock, with the possibility of your phone being relocked in the future, which is it's true. I remember back in the day when I was early cell phone salesman. I remember that you could technically get your phone unlocked via like a software or something like that. But if a new software update came out, you're kind of messed up there. Then the phone would get relocked. So it's better hope that the software update didn't mess it up. So Allen, of course, his former business partner and co-owner of the mobile store, also plead guilty on July 5th to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, accessing a protected computer with intent to defraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Ooh. So, of course, his sentencing hearing is scheduled to take place in 2 months on January 23rd of 2023. So, of course, one guy, he got 10 years. And almost $29 million that he has to pay back. Yeah, that guy's not gonna do good at all. So, moral of the story, guys: don't hack a big company like Apple, T-Mobile, or anything like that has to do with electronics or any other company, because they will get you and you will get fined. And yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he made lots of money doing this, so of course they want their money, and that's where they're fighting him. I doubt he made $20 million, but I guess that's what he gets for being a scumbag, So let me know in the comments below what you think. It's a nice little story. I just thought I would share it with you. Times are hard, but dang, this guy really messed up. He takes that one time to get caught, and boom, you get caught, and you see what happens. So thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. Let me know if you like these kind of stories and more videos your way.